Hello, this is Javi, and today I wanted to talk about synthetic wigs or synthetic shaitels. Um, for fun, sometimes I like to just look at cheap wigs on the internet and buy them. So I saw this synthetic wig online, and I thought it looked nice. It was advertised as light brown. In the picture, it actually looked lighter and more ashy, which I'm always looking for ash-toned wigs because my natural hair color is extremely lightly brown. It really almost looks green or gray, which is a really hard color to find. So I figured, why not? So this is a wig that was on eBay. It was listed for $24.99, which is really inexpensive. So I figured, okay, it really doesn't cost me much, and I might have fun with it. It was like under $10 shipping. So for under $35, I have a wig to play with, which, I could practice cutting if I wanted to, or just have a different color from what I have, try something out. So as you can see, it's long, it's pretty silky. It feels soft, and for synthetic, it's really not bad. And just to show you the inside, well, I'll show you the front first. It has bangs that are already cut, kind of long, so they could be trimmed. I think they're supposed to go to like a side, which is kind of nice. And it's long. I mean, this could be layered. I don't know why, but I personally wouldn't suggest spending so much money on making a synthetic nice because they don't last so long, and that's the major disadvantage. The hairs tend to be very thin and breakable, and they start to, even just running your finger through it, you can feel that it's a little sticky feeling. And after a long time, they can start breaking off, having split ends, and synthetic hair is much shinier than natural hair. So let me just show you the cap of this wig. It's open wefts on the bottom, has some tabs for easy fitting to get tighter. I have like a 23-inch head, which is considered a size large, and it actually fits me comfortably. One thing though, it doesn't have any clips, so you probably want to like at least put in a comb here, maybe some side clips if you want it more secure. That, you could sew those in yourself, or a Shaitelmacher could do it for you. Okay, so, it was pretty comfortable. I put it on. It's darker than my other wigs. You can see that it doesn't look so bad on its own. When you hold it next to human hair, it has a little bit of a different look to it. Especially when I shine direct light on it. I'm opening my blinds right now so you can see. It gets extremely shiny. It reflects the light much more than human hair, and it almost looks like plasticky looking in direct sunlight. So I would say if you're wearing it at night, no one will probably be able to notice it's synthetic, but if you're wearing it in broad daylight, you're going to look like you have extremely shiny hair. And again, in the sun, you notice all the imperfections. Like up close, I can see that some of the hairs aren't exactly flowing straight. There's like some that are shorter than others and going out of sync with the hair, maybe any not. So I can see that in the direct sunlight. Just to close the light. Other than that, it's not a bad piece for under $35. It could be good for a rainy day. It could be good as like a hat wig, or with a scarf over it. Anything like that. The thing that's most important, like let's talk pros and cons. The main pro of a synthetic wig is that it's inexpensive, which would allow you to buy them frequently and frequently change your hairstyle. So if you're someone who really wants to just have a new look all the time, you could go with synthetic. The other thing is you do not have to style them. The hair is actually formed in a specific way or curl, which cannot be modified. So the way they're washed is you basically just dip them in water. Some people say you even wash them with like household detergents, like laundry detergent, fabric detergents, rather than shampoo. Soak it in a bin, and then you just rinse it, air dry it, and it supposedly dries exactly as its original form. So that's kind of nice, much easier, no maintenance. But on the downside is you cannot use any heat styling tools. No blow dryer, no curling iron, no hot iron, nothing. It will burn the hair, it will melt it, because it again is a type of plastic. It's a synthetic fiber and can melt. The cons are that it looks less natural. Some people complain that they're hotter than wearing human hair because it doesn't breathe as well, so their head feels hotter. And they do not last long. So even if it's $30, which some people sell synthetics that cost $200, which I think is ridiculous. I don't think anyone should ever pay for a synthetic wig for over $100. Certainly not $200. You can find human hair wigs in that price range that would, I think, work better than any synthetic. Really, it just depends on your preference, what you want to do, what you're wearing your wig for. But if you're looking for like a long-term piece, I think it's worth investing in something nicer. That's just my opinion. So again, just to show you this piece, it is nice and long. It's darker. It's marked a number 12, which, who knows, you know, scales, it doesn't mean anything what the number says. It really just matters what it looks like. But, you know, it has a cap similar to some of the more inexpensive human hair wigs I've seen. Probably comes from like the same factory in China. Oh, and it does actually have a skin part right there. It's very small. It's about like an inch, inch and a half. It's not multi-directional. It can only stay in that way, and it has to be worn with bangs. So, but other than that, for $35, you know, I can have a different hair color, shock my friends, I guess wear it in a ponytail. I don't know what I'm going to do. Or maybe I'll just practice cutting. I don't know. But either way, much better than me wasting money on like a $200 human hair wig, which I would also just probably throw away. So, why not? So anyway, this is just a preview of a synthetic wig. Again, if you have more money to invest in a good piece, I would, but if you just want to try out a new color, or a new length, or a new style, or bangs, no bangs, it could be worth it just to try one inexpensively. So, let me know if you have any questions about that.